Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, welcome to Ekeeda. Today we will see T and pi networks and how to get Z and Y parameters for them. As you can see here, this is a two-port network in which RLC means resistor, inductor and capacitor are the elements or their combination or their impedance that is connected in a T-shaped network. That is why it is called as T network. This is a T network. Now we have to obtain Z parameter for this T network. Now we know that Z parameter is Z11, Z12, out of which Z11 is, we all know that from the definition, Z is V upon I. This V1 upon I1. Z11 is V1 upon I1 when I2 is 0. Now I2 is 0. Now I2 is 0 means this particular wire or this particular connection is not existing. This is completely open circuited. So Z11 will be V1 upon I1, that is voltage upon current. And if you take that ratio, it will be simply ZA plus ZB because we need impedance, and because this complete wire is not there or this connection is not there, the only two impedances are ZA and ZB and they will be in series. So Z11 will be ZA plus ZB. Similarly, you will now see Z22. We are done with Z11. Now we'll see what is Z22. Z22 will be V2 upon I2 when I1 is 0. So again, when I1 is 0, this branch or this particular impedance will not be existing. And only two remaining impedances will be ZB and ZC, which will be in series. So Z22 means impedance between terminals 2 and 2 will be ZB plus ZC. So we are done with two parameters, Z11 and Z22. Now we will see what is Z12. By definition, Z12 will be V1 upon I2 when I1 is 0. Now when I1 is 0, this particular wire will not be existing, but this voltage will still be there across this ZB. So let us draw the circuit. Now in this circuit, this V1 is nothing but the voltage across this particular impedance, which is called as ZB. This is ZC, and this voltage is resistance times current. Resistance or impedance is ZB and current passing through it is I2. So this V1 is ZB into I2. So if we substitute this V1 value here, we will get Z12 equal to ZB. So Z12 will be equal to ZB. Similarly, we will get Z21. And in the same way, we can prove that Z21 also is equal to ZB. Exactly the same way in which Z12 was proven. So Z21 is also equal to ZB. And now we will write the complete Z matrix. Now what is the use of this? So for any kind of T network, if we can get these Z parameters, so what is the use of this Z parameter? For any T network, specifically for T network, if we are able to get Z parameters, then we can get any other parameter. That means Y parameter, G, H, T or T dash. Because we know the convergence, how to get Y from Z or how to get H parameters from Z. So it is very useful for solving numericals. So that is about T network. So that is about T network. Now we will see what is pi network. You can see here that these elements or RLC or admittances, so they are in unities mho, exactly reverse of ohm. They are connected in a pi-shaped structure. That is why this network is called as pi network. Now for this network, we want to get, or we will get, what is y parameter, because it is convenient to solve for y. So we know that y parameter is out of which y11 will be equal to, y is always I upon v, so it is I1 upon v1 when v2 is 0. Now when v2 is 0 means v2 is short circuited, this yc will not be in picture, it will be redundant, and what we will be remained with will be ya and yb, and that will be in shunt. But because we are getting y parameters, though they are in shunt, they can be added. So y11 will simply be equal to ya plus yb. Similarly, we can get y22. Y22 will be I2 upon V2 when V1 is 0. So when V1 is 0, this YA will not be in picture, it will become redundant. And again, these two will be in shunt. So YB and YC will be in shunt, but because we are solving for Y parameters, they can be simply added. So it will be equal to, now next question is, what about these parameters? Y12 and Y21. Y12 will be I1 upon V2 when V1 is 0. So V1 is 0 means, again this YA will not be in picture, and the current I1 will come here, and now this current is passing through this YB, and you can see the voltage is V2, which is same for YC as well as YB. Now I equal to Y into V. We all know that this current I1 separately is equal to Y, that is YB, because this is the admittance which is in picture. In fact, voltage across them is same, because these two admittances or YB and YC are in shunt, because this is not in picture, this is redundant. Current entering is I1, V1 is 0, so I1 will be YB, as current is Y into V. We all know that current I is Y into V, so V is V2. So if we substitute this condition here, this V2 and V2 will get cancelled, and I will get result for this equal to YB. But if you take sign into consideration, this current is coming from the negative terminal from here. Actual current is coming from positive terminal, but we have taken current I1 like this. But because this is shorted, our current is coming from negative terminal, so it will be minus of YB. And same will be true for Y21, which we will not solve. So Y12 is now minus of YB. So this third parameter is solved, which is equal to minus of YB. So we'll write the Y matrix now. So again, once we get Y matrix or Y parameter, we can get any other parameter. So that is all about this video. This is very important and very convenient one. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. Stay tuned to Ekeeda and please subscribe to Ekeeda. Thank you.